Good morning. Today 16 update. Today I had a Reiki session with wonderful Pam Maldonado in Petaluma, and we were talking, and some things she reminded me of. For one, she asked me just to update on what's going on, and I told her about the lupus diagnosis, and then I started crying and kind of told about some of my experience yesterday morning that was difficult for me. And then she asked me if I was scared, if there's anything I was afraid of. And I said, for the most part, I feel like not. But then I went into how the unknowns, the future. Like, I started thinking about different people's ranges of experiences and how some are chronic pain. And I was talking about that, and then she told me to stop and like catch my thoughts, and said that just reminded me and reaffirmed me of something that I already know, but like when you hear about it in different contexts, it could stick a little stronger. And so she was telling me about the power of thought, and how by telling myself, like, that could be my future, that will be my future, then I'm creating, pathways to set that up. And so that was really a nice reminder of what stories am I telling myself, and what stories do I want to be telling myself. And so I think that's something I'm going to think deeper of kind of what are the counterproductive stories I'm telling myself, so when I catch it, I could stop it and then replace it with the life that I want, in the future that I want, and the stories that I want to become true. And that was really nice to hear. And she also told me about what was it, about when I am having those difficult moments, to use those moments as gifts to learn, and as lessons, and to go within myself. And so that was also a good reminder to hear. And gave some book recommendations. And so I think something I'm gonna start focusing more on and deeper into is like the power of thought, but also like energy healing. And just, I'm going to continue with my medication to see my specialist, because that's really important and that's been really helpful for me. But I also want to explore other ways of healing. And so one book I bought like 4 months ago maybe, but I haven't started reading. I just read the first 2 chapters today, called The Brain's Way of Healing. And I'm enjoying it so far. It's like, it talks about neuroplasticity and how I guess maybe working with our brain and working with energy, that we could work on healing ourselves. And I think each little chapter goes through someone's story of how they healed themselves. And it mentions different resources, and it was cool that one was in the Bay Area. And then another book that I just ordered, The Medical Medium, and it also talks about autoimmune diseases in there. And so I'm not sure exactly what that one's specifically about, but I think it will be helpful. Yeah, and so my day 16 update is just thinking about what are other ways of healing, like Reiki and Qigong and deep breathing and visualization. Like, what are those things I could have become habits in my life to help me along this process and get more in tune with myself, and just more connected to myself in general, outside of lupus and anything else. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, that's the end of day 16 video update.